Yo, what is going on, investors? It's your host, EBS Invest, coming back with another video. Today we're looking at the mining giant Rio Tinto. This company engages in mining, exploring, and processing mineral resources worldwide. The company offers aluminum, copper, diamonds, gold, titanium, and much more. Guys, this is a massive company. For market cap, we're looking at $97 billion. Guys, this is a very big company. It's been around for a while. Founded in 1873. I believe nowadays it is owned by the Rockefellers. It's some giant, really rich family. But very big company and very big operation. So, looking at the 5-year growth, you can see, overall, just on the max, it doesn't look very pretty, guys. Trust me. This company used to be the gold standard back in the day, but it's had quite a rough fall. So you can see we came up, hit the peak, fell pretty hard during the Great Recession, had a little bit of rise, another big fall, and it's been kind of trading very cyclical and very sideways. But on the 5-year, we're up 36%. You can see it goes up and down pretty often, pretty volatile stock. And you can see on the 1 year, it was beating the market, it fell, beating the market again, fell, beating the market. Now we're in a slump. And so, even in the 1 month with the rally, it's not really doing anything. One of the main reasons that I know is that one of their biggest revenue comes from iron ore, and iron ore has just been taking a slide. But looking at the stock here, you're going to see that it has a PE ratio of 4.6. It's really small, but this is a mining company. They are cyclical. You can see we're looking at a 17% dividend. I just saw that they're planning to cut the dividend, or they did cut the dividend. So that could fall. And you're looking at a lot of revenue that's coming into the stock. So that's enough with the overview. Let's jump into the segment. So you can see here the revenue broken down. You can see that the majority of the revenue comes from iron ore. You're looking at approximately $40 billion of revenue comes purely from iron ore. Then you can see aluminum, that's about $12.6 billion, and then copper 7.8, other minerals 6.4, so this might be their lithium, their gold, their silver, then other operations 251. So I would expect the other operations, maybe they're smaller mines, trying to figure out different areas that might be profitable in the future. But you can see their big sectors are iron ore, followed by aluminum, copper. And so when these iron ore prices have just been getting slashed, especially if the Chinese have been really tampering with it, that has really destroyed the stock, and investors have obviously left and sold. And so that's a real big reason. So looking here on RIO financials, you can see that in 4 years, 3 years, you can see they have grown the revenue very nicely. You can see gross profit is up more than doubled, and you can overall just see that their net income has increased as well. So they are making money, they are being profitable, and they are growing. So that is a good sign, even for a mining company, because you guys have to remember, like I said, with mineral prices, so let's say, I'm just going to give you an example, aluminum is going for $5, right? $5 a pound. I don't know the specifics, but $5 a pound today. Then a year from now, it's going for $10. They're obviously going to increase the revenue if the aluminum is selling for double, but the aluminum prices could fall. But I think it's good to see that they're increasing revenue and profit and net income. So one big thing that this stock, which scares a lot of people, they have a lot of liabilities, and you can see they have a lot of debt, and so that is not a good thing to see for stocks. So you can see overall you're looking at a lot of debt, a lot of liabilities, cash flow. You can see they have some depreciation, makes sense. It's a mining company. Like I said, those liabilities coming in. financial ratios, you can see that they have a pretty good gross margin, they have a pretty good profit margin, and they have a pretty good after-tax return on equity. So we're going to jump into the stock chart here, and this is, like I said before, this is kind of a wild one, so bear with me, guys. But you can see we have the triangles here. So the triangle, the green triangle, represents good times, right? The red triangle represents bad times. So what I'm trying to show you here is how volatile and cyclical this stock really is. And so you can see we went up, we hit a peak, and we came right back down. We hit a big trough, we hit another bull run, hit a peak, came down, hit a trough. So you can see it has done that a lot, and so that's really what I'm just trying to show. But looking at the stock here, you can see big old bear flag here, but it looks to be that it has bounced here right there, and it looks to be that's heading right there. So it's hard to tell, guys. It's a cyclical mining company. Are we in a recession? What's going to happen with commodity prices? I really don't know. So what you have to ask yourself is, do you believe this company is worth it at this price? I mean, you should ask yourself about that for any stock, but do you believe that RIO is worth it at $59.88? But we'll do a little bit more technical analysis. I was doing some research, and I believe I found that at this level right here, it kind of stretched across the whole stock, and it was like I think it was $45. So I think this stock has a very heavy resistance level at the $45 mark. So it kind of stretches across like that. Or I guess it's 35. So it's a $35 level, and then the 45. Where was I seeing that? Oh yeah, right here. So, and that's not as clean, but so I would say it's really hard to tell. It's not like you're evaluating Apple or IBM. This is a commodity stock, but if it could, it might fall, and I would say you got a lot of resistance right here. You can see it has gone lower before, but it's always had a very quick turnaround time. The stock usually, when it hits its lows, it bounces back high. What I personally think will happen, you can see we're starting to get that bounce right here. I think we'll see this stock. I think we'll see it go back up to here. I think it might hit the 75 range, get rejected, and then we're going to see a nice fall. But we also do have earnings coming up for this stock, and so I think earnings will tell a lot about where the stock is going, where investors are thinking. Remember, this is a commodity stock, very cyclical, so I think we'll have to determine, is this price good? So we're going to jump over here. So now we're going to evaluate the stock price. So we're going to go to analysis, and we're going to find ourselves, what do they think the growth rate is going to be? So you can see that the growth rate that they expect for the next 5 years is negative 3%. So not good. We could see if there's anywhere else, but I would have to expect we could put in 0% growth. That seems, but I think what I was thinking is put in 0.3. I saw that somewhere. It seems to be that Yahoo Finance is like all these numbers are missing, but I remember seeing a 0.3. You guys have to trust me on that. But so I think we're going to start. We have RIO in here, and you can see growth rate. We'll just put in 0.3. So you get an intrinsic value of 89.44. And so normally I have a 7.5 here and a 1.5, but because this company is cyclical and growth is mediocre at best, you want to be looking for lower growth. And so I also adjusted this number. The bond yield right now is 3.9. And so I get an intrinsic value of $89.44. So what you really have to ask yourself is, what do you think commodity prices are going to do? Do you believe they're going to increase? And do you think RIO can make a lot of money before they release their earnings in September? Or do you think it's going to continue to fall? I mean, yes, it's probably worth $84 in a perfect world. It's probably worth, up in this range, up here. But you really just have to consider, is the commodity, is this cyclical, is it worth it for me? and my portfolio. I own a lot of this stock. I really do believe in RIO. I think, yes, it is cyclical, but if we get these bounces here, and I think we slowly will grow that way. That's just my analysis. Do what you guys want. Take care of your portfolios, and have a good rest of your day, investors. See ya. Peace.